Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how are you all keeping? This is the ThePandaPuncher. Yes, ThePandaPuncher, welcome back to Let's Play some Hearts of Iron 4. We are, of course, still Czechoslovakia, but because we went down the fascist route, we have since converted the Bohemian Empire. It is only the 20th of May 1940, but as we can see, things have changed quite a bit in terms of the map of Europe. Things kicked off early. Poland has been demolished. Germany has taken over the Benelux region and has completely made France capitulate, and we have Vichy France here. They've taken Denmark and they have Norway. Doesn't matter. The Soviets are, still struggling to take on Finland, and ourselves, as the Bohemian Empire, we have managed to take out Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, and we are currently halfway through crushing Greece. Now, it's getting to the stage where things have gone so much differently in terms of, where we are in terms of the world map to how it was in World War II. So at the start of each video, I'm going to take the date that, we are starting on here, which is the 5th of May 1940, and sort of just compare it to how World War II was actually shaping up at that time. And if I remember, I shall overlay an actual map of where everybody was in and around this date at some point, whilst I'm mentioning this kind of stuff. So there may be a map, there may not be. Hopefully there will. But I'm trying to remember now, what was it? In and around this date, I'm pretty sure there was the massive evacuation from Dunkirk, which is quite significant due to the fact we've recently had the big massive film based on that whole thing. I think over 17,000 people were evacuated, and something else significantly happened. Yes, the Belgian forces, that's what it was. Belgium actually capitulated on this date. King Leopold III told the German, or the Belgian military to cease fire, and they officially surrendered to the Germans on this date. So it just gives you a sense of how far ahead we are in terms of where, in comparison to World War II, because Germany has already clearly taken out Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg, and France for that matter, so we're a wee bit ahead of time. But as for own aspirations, we are still taking Greece. Once we take Greece, we'll probably... I'm not sure we want to take on Turkey just yet. Not sure, not that Turkey would be any sort of massive issue for us. It's just, it's very mountainous. It could hurt our manpower, eat up a lot of supplies, and at the end of the day, it probably won't be too much longer until we have to fight the Soviets. And that's where a lot of our focus has to be, because at the end of the day, this is a very resource-heavy region, so we will want to focus heavily on capturing all of that. Once we do, then my focus will be to take on the rest of the Middle East, because again, lots of resources there. Let's just pop on the resource map yet again. So here, not high numbered pockets of oil, but lots and lots of oil. Mostly oil, to be fair. Ooh, okay, it might be worthwhile taking on Turkey pretty early to get some chromium, because as far as I remember, if I can remember which one to click. Okay, we're not too bad on chromium. It's tungsten and steel that we are short on. Absolutely minted. And aluminium, and oil we're doing okay since we took out Romania. So back to resource map. So where is the best source of steel for us? Well, there's the tungsten. There's only 26. We can get some steel here. Anything over here? No, it's just oil. Apparently the Middle East is only oil. I do want to take on Africa at some point, and again, this will be sort of a semi-important area to grab because there is pockets of rubber, which, yeah, it is rubber, yeah, which we will need whenever we start expanding our air force and various things like that. But the overall goal will be to control the Middle East, hopefully steal a big chunk of the Soviet Union. Then we will push on Africa and clean up anything in terms of, free France and other little bits and pieces, Portugal, la-di-da-di-da. Before then, maybe turning our sights on Asia, and particularly Southeast Asia, and hopefully we can grab something down here, especially with the massive, massive amounts of rubber. Massive amounts of everything, really. It is quite a resource-rich place, So yeah, that's what our plan will be. But for now, we are going to focus on continuing in Greece. I think this is the army we have here. Again, all basic infantry divisions, 3 mountain divisions with a light tank division thrown in there. We have changed our production, I'm pretty sure. So no longer... Oh, we have a token light tank there just so we get rid of the notification. But we have fully moved on to producing medium tanks, and we're only producing 10 something a year, which isn't great. But eventually we will want to convert all of our tank divisions over to mediums. We do have some token fighter and close air support in, but these will be late game kind of pushes for us in terms of advancing our air force. And the other thing is that we've only recently got a coastline, so we have literally no naval tech. No naval tech, no naval doctrines, no naval anything. We don't have any boats, I think. Yeah, we've started creating some convoys because we got these ports, and it was the first thing I queued up. Yeah, it's something we're going to have to consider. In terms of not production, construction, we probably have a bunch of repairs to infrastructure and a few military factories, which is fine. We have a bunch of civilian factories being made, and we have quite a few civilian factories, so we might want to, actually, you know what, let's get all the repairs done first, because that's going to hinder our movement speed throughout the regions, and I'd like my troops to be able to get where I want them to go as quickly as possible. Then we're going to queue up a few military factories, because why not? I like military factories, they build military stuff, and I want to conquer the entire globe, so why not? In terms of recruitment, we have a few tank divisions being deployed, and yes, I remember at the end of the last video I had a whole big mess of accidentally converting all my infantry units to tank units and just creating a whole big massive fuck up. So our basic infantry unit is down here. So yeah, let's keep cracking. And I have been notified by someone that, you know, at the end of the day, this is a war game. The main part of the game is the wars. So they would like that I would maybe, you know, slow down a little bit and show that off. So we're going on pause, and our units should continue pushing in unless my weird changeover from tanks to back to infantry has caused some sort of supply issue, but we're pushing in here. We've just taken this province, pushing the Greeks back, and new war participant. The German Reich has called Japan as our ally in the German-Polish War, which is essentially World War II, in my opinion. We have tanks moving in. We have some units retreating there, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. That's fine. Again, just Japan returning the favour and calling Germany into their war. And it's just a master clusterfuck over there. That's not even worth looking at right now. So if we can clean up some of these pockets, that would be great. You know what, can you just march in there and don't control that Spanish unit, obviously. It belongs to Spain. You move in there, you can take that province, clean that up, and you, good sir, can move down here. That should work. We massively outnumber them. And I'm pretty sure we should have air superiority here. I haven't checked the air situation in a while. They are pushing back. But once we clean all this up, it should be pretty okay. You know what? You can go out to here. Nope, that's Greek units. So you can take that. You can just join this. You can maybe push there. Maybe not. There's quite a lot of forces out there being backed up by... Can't spot who that is. It's probably some sort of British colony, some British Raj just popped up there. Japan demands French Indochina. Taking advantage of French weakness in light of the struggle in Europe, Japan has coerced the new government into surrendering control over their colony in Indochina. Japanese troops have already moved in to occupy all major bases in the region, and experts fear that the colony could be used as a launching point for future military expeditions. So there we go. Might be worthwhile just letting those troops rest up. See, the important thing is that there's a lot of coastline here. So it might be quite important for us to not let the Allies land too many troops. So we need to control all these little points and place token units there so that we don't have the threat of, you know, counterattacks and everything gets. So what are you? You're short on belongs to army, there's no orders assigned. You know what, let's pause a second and rejig these orders, because they literally have none. So there's your front. Offensive line of, well, we'll take Athens. That should make Greece capitulate, and then just go. And go super aggressive. That should be all we need to make Greece capitulate. Then this will become all ours. Now we can clean up the islands as needs be. And yeah, really, you're actually holding us off a little bit. Okay, you know what? They didn't capitulate. That is... Got a little bit ahead of myself. Greece has capitulated. Jaroslav, that name, has announced that the cowardly Greek nation could no longer withstand the pressure of the overwhelming presence of Czechoslovakian forces throughout the country. The Greek government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. Their main forces have capitulated. The Bohemian Empire is now in control of their home area. Though the war against what remains of the Allies continues, elsewhere this is a great victory. Pardon me. Elsewhere this is a great victory for all of the Axis. Great news. So we got 26,000 of their infantry weapons, 248 support, and 350 other. So there we go. So we now have taken Greece. So we need to change the orders of this. So you're okay. You're already garrisoning that, and we need you to. So we need to create a couple of more divisions here to attempt to lower resistance and to guard all the naval bases. So on that front, let's actually queue up a few more of these. Let's do one and do that many. That should do the job. No location set. We have to do it in core territory, so we'll fire that there. And once you spawn, let's get you to join the home guard. Now, in terms of military factories, we have 2 free. What are we short on? We have lots of support equipment, lots of motorized. Upgrading these. I'm thinking we should probably... I do like to have lots of artillery, and we have 1 more infantry equipment, just since we have so much to upgrade. So that should take care of that. And what else do we want to do right now before we move things around again? Let's take a lot of research. So we're researching the MPs. That's the thing I wanted to do. Once we research the MPs, we shall, you know, jump into this division, edit it, and add the MP support. So that'll help lower resistance and just make it a more efficient home guard type unit. And in terms of national focus, 2 days left for that, and then we'll take a look at all their stuff that's going on. And for now, we can go up to speed 5, just so we can pop this as quickly as possible. National fascism. The Soviet Union and Finland have signed a white peace, so no changes there. Okay, so what do we want to do here now? We don't need to worry about the Hungarian situation because it doesn't exist anymore. We could do that. No, we're probably just going to continue along the lines of air experience plus 10, 50% research bonus for heavy fighters, light fighter focus, really air, 50% research bonus for air doctrine. Not too worried about them at the moment. Mountain troops might be worthwhile since we're going to be probably are going to go and hit Turkey here. Because why not? The independence of Turkey is guaranteed by Romania. Sorry to say, Turkey, but I don't think the Romanians are going to be able to help too much. Just saying. Just saying. It costs me 2 political power. I don't know how I'm going to do that. 10 days. You know what? Let's cancel. We don't need to do that just yet. What we shall do is take this. We'll grab a few units from it. Primarily, we'll just take... no, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry to say, but... Is it control? No, it's shift. Take 1, 2, 3. That'll bring it down to 17. Say we can get wave 15. And then you can join that army. So yous now will have a new set of orders. It'll be the border with Turkey with an offensive line. We shall try and get up to this river, capture that control point, get a trickle of supplies. Because for all the control points you control, it naturally generates some supplies, and that'll just overall help the situation. Simple as. We are going to have to start thinking about keeping... I know we have our home guard, which will do an okay job for us, but we will have to start thinking about keeping sort of like a half-decent reserve army in and around this region, just in case we have some sort of naval invasions. And hopefully at some point we do get a navy, so we can at least patrol this and have a bit of a heads up. Which actually makes me think it might be worthwhile getting some radar, so we can actually get a bit of a heads up. It might be worthwhile just having an entire radar along this region. Don't have to worry too much there or there. So that should be good. And we should get down to that pretty quickly. And yeah, let's unpause, let this army move and get into position. And start getting their dig-in and planning bonus and all that fun stuff. Because it isn't the weakest of fronts here, but we should have more than enough to push through. Speaking of this kind of thing, we need to grab all of our airplanes. That's fine. Just another ally being called in. Now, which airport would be... that's probably the closest. So we're going to want you to fly over this region and do all of that fun stuff. And you are very good to go in terms of plan value 60%. Still preparing. Activate when ready. Let's... Oh, I don't want it in this mode anymore, please. I want to start fabricating claims on Turkey. I know this wasn't necessarily my plan, but you know what? Sometimes plans change in the heat of the moment. The Bohemian Empire's borders need to grow, and that's... Whoa, 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 whoa! How the hell did this happen? Oh, this is... I hate having coastlines. Delete order. Just delete it. You. Just gonna come down to here. Don't like it. I do not like it. Move too soon. Get pushed back, losing territory. And I forgot to cancel that justification. Right, you... Actually, you know, just... These 9 go to here. Use... down to here. Go. And you just declared war to the Soviet Union, you mad bastards. You mad fucking bastards, hey. Everything is happening, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Right, so we have just got MPs. Let's just take a moment. Breathe, breathe, breathe. It's okay. It's okay. Do we want maintenance companies? No. Can we get that yet? 0.14 blah blah ahead. 50% bonus in this was not even 43. No, it's okay. 1941. No, not worth getting. Land doctrines we have. Let's just research that. That's okay. Available planes in reserve. That's okay. Did not expect the war to start so soon. There's quite a big force down here. Definitely need to keep that army down there. You just do not have enough troops to do anything massive. Can we deploy the tanks already? Yes, we can. Now I want to train some more of these, and I don't think I have all the supplies in the world for it. That's minus 10 divisions will do the job. You will deploy here, and you will join the gold front. I just want you to join the gold. Don't want you to click the gold, idiots. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So yep, Germany breaks the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, which was the pact that allowed the well, basically the pact that the Soviet Union and Germany had to split Poland and all their bits and pieces that went alongside that. So the non-aggression pact between Germany and the Soviet Union, a surprising development to begin with, has now surprisingly fallen apart. Not really surprisingly. Germany has attacked, breaking the pact, and returned to once again openly speaking of the Soviet Union as a menace that must be faced for their visions of the future to become reality. Soviet leadership is less than pleased, but perhaps less shocked by the betrayal than disappointed that they didn't seize the opportunity first. And your plan is crap. Hoping the Germans drag some of these troops away, which would be fantastic. And that's a naval invasion in Greece. So we have managed to push back this stuff for now. This is going to annoy me. Please be able to, you know, destroy these people. That's not going to work, is it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Who is this guy? What? Where do we have our unassigned... What? Accept? Sure, why not? Unassigned divisions, that's what I'm looking for. I want you to join those guys. And then we have, you know what, planes. Let's take yous, put yous over here. Let's get yous moved. And then you can fly over Ukraine, do all the same missions. Fantastic. The other one is the unassigned divisions. Yep. Can we please add? Oh, we have quite a few. Move all equipment. All equipment. Okay. Can't go to there. You're all the way over here. What? Can I not reassign your... apparently not. You know what? I don't care. Don't care enough about the air at the minute. It's such a crap Air Force anyway. It's really not worth thinking about. Not right now. So whenever you have your troops... Oh, your plan's not as terrible now. Trotsky survives assassination attempt. After a violent struggle in his Mexico City home earlier today, Leon Trotsky killed a would-be assassin with an ice axe the man tried to attack him with. The killer has been identified as a Spaniard national believed to have been in the employ of the NKVD. Trotsky was once a top lieutenant and heir presumptive of Vladimir Lenin, but after a failed power struggle he was forced into exile from the Soviet Union by old Joe Stalin. Speaking to the press, Trotsky denounced the attempt on his life as yet another cowardly plot hatched by Stalin to silence his critics. Interesting, but, you know, at the end of the day, Stalin won. So, you know, you can complain all you want, to be fair. So, this is irritating. I don't like it. Make it stop. I hate it. Stop, stop, stop. You know what? This one can go here, and then is it shift click? Yes, it is. Just claim all this land back, please, and then come back to here. That should do it. And that means 2 units are going in there now. You know what? Mountain trips, that's great. Let's make this stop. That's just irritating over there, but we're just going to keep that army down there now as... Where? Army 2's the... Ah, now I get it. Now I get it. Split into the fronts. See, I don't... so much going on, right? Modify government. Plus I'm running overtime. Leave me alone. Support units. Okay. We'll just go for this one, which is the motorization scheme. I'll just read it. It gives a 75% research bonus for the Tatra T72 or the 172 or something like that, which is, as far as I mind, if you go to research, no, it'll be. Oh, okay. Well, we already have it for that, so it's a bit of a waste of research, but it allows us to get us. We have to get past it in order to grab the mechanization, which is what we will have an advantage for. We'll have a 50% research bonus for our next mechanized vehicle option. So we can modify our government. So it's basically Navy stuff we still need. And to be honest, I'm not too fussed in Navy stuff. We have service by requirement, limited exports, and wartime economy. We don't need to worry about fascist support right now. Is there anything else we could go for? Quartermaster General, airbase, it's all construction. Again, no. Nothing we really need there. Army experience gain, or air warfare. Division recovery rate. Again, we have everything we sort of need, so I'm just going to let the points build for now. Yeah. I think that's best. And in terms of production, not production, recruitment is what I'm looking for. I can never remember where the button is. We have all of those. We could deploy them all now. They'd be pretty green. Do we want to take advantage of... We do. Let's do that. Let's deploy them as well. No units in basic training, that's fine. We're going to reserve our 441,000 strong manpower to replenish the bodies that we throw at the Soviets. Essentially. This army down here is just going to be kept for cleanup. And we have 15 British units. Are you fucking serious? Why would Britain just go away? You're all the way over there. Worry about your own problems, please. Okay, so at the moment we had Greece. We're now dealing with naval invasions by the Allies, taking it back. It's going to be something we're going to put up with from now until the end of the game, or until at least the Allies are in such a weak position that they can't afford to do much naval stuff. And the Germans have declared war on the Soviet Union. They seem to be pushing here quite strongly. Once we have our units in place, we will be pushing, hopefully take Kiev and all the nice resource-rich regions over in the Urals and around Stalingrad and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it for now. So yeah, so please, 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 please go away, and until next time folks, good luck and goodbye.